Hello there, it's Emma here, and we're carrying on this week looking at our Lost Words book. There we are. Oh, it's so shiny with the gold, isn't it? There we are, Lost Words. And this week we're looking at otters, probably my favourite animal. And look at the way these otters have got lovely curly bodies. Look at them swim. Now, although that's a picture, which is like a moment in time, I would suggest that you look for some videos of otters swimming online. They're so curvy, they're bendy, they're playful, they're swishy and swirly. Go and have a look at some pictures of some otters and some videos of them swimming. It's excellent fun. As they swim through the river and through the water, lots of bubbles come out of their fur. I also found today the lady who did the illustrations for the Lost Words book has actually done a little book all about otters. And in here, she's got some amazing pictures of the otters swimming and the sort of shapes that they make with their body. I thought we'd have a look at that. And also I thought we'd have a go at making some really big artwork. And if you're in a group with some other people, maybe you can make an artwork all together, okay? I'm going to point the camera down. We're going to do some work together, okay? So what have I got here today? Today I've got some paint. This is just poster paint. I've got some blue and I've got some green. I just didn't want it to be too bright. So I'm kind of mixing the blue and green together. Makes like a nice kind of like gentle green, doesn't it? There we go. What else have I got? I've got a pen. I've got a big paintbrush. Can you see how big my paintbrush is today? It's a really chunky one. And I've got a great big roll of wallpaper. It's kind of like the sort of paper you get in IKEA that you can draw and paint on. If you haven't got any, maybe you could join some pieces of paper together. I'm going to roll it out. It's probably a bit crinkly, so I'm not going to talk. Wow, I didn't realise I painted so many otters on here. Let's find a clean bit. There we go. Wow. So what I'd like us to do today is to try and think about the shape of those otters when they're swimming. And I'd like us to think about how we can make those shapes with our paintbrushes. It's a bit dark. Let's put some light on. There we go. Okay, so I've got my green paint. And let's start off with just like a bendy body of an otter. So I'm going to squidgy do his head there. You notice I'm not going to do kind of little lines like that. I want us to really push the brush down and make a great big kind of curve for his body. This is his head. This is his bottom. Okay. Maybe make his body a bit wider. There, look, what have I done? 3 or 4 brush strokes and I've made an otter. Now we want to make his tail. Okay, we're not going to press down so hard. There we are, a lovely otter tail. What else do we need to add? We need to add some paws. The paws at the top are quite small. Sometimes they go forward, sometimes they go backwards. And the legs at the back, now they're webbed, so they're quite wide. You know what I mean by webbed? Like a duck's foot, where it looks like all the toes are joined together. Right, there we are. There's our otter swimming through the water. And we've used just a few brush strokes to make him. Now, I'm going to let him dry before I add on his whiskers, very important for an otter, his nose, which is right there, and 2 little eyes, okay? But what we can add, whilst it's still wet, is we can add some bubbles. So in here, I've got a magic mix of some blue poster paint, some washing up liquid, and I've put about a tablespoon of each in there, and then a little bit of water. I've got a straw, very important. we're going to blow down the straw to make bubbles. We're not going to suck, okay? We're going to blow the bubbles in, and then we're going to try and blow them off around the otter. Should we see if it works? There's some bubbles. Oh, there we go. They look great as they pop on the paper, and they leave the paint colour behind. Can you see these other ones I've done that have dried? That one missed the paper. There we go. So, what I'd like you to do today is have fun seeing if you can use just a few big brush strokes. I'm looking for my brush again. Just a few big brush strokes with your brush to make the otter, and then have fun blowing some bubbles. Okay? Can't wait to see them all. Bye bye.